a young perspective on hot-button issues around the world. This is The Hub.
Hello and welcome to The Hub on CGTN. I'm Meng Guan in Beijing. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the founding of the Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region. Over the past 7 decades, Xinjiang has grown from a remote frontier into a vibrant region with modern cities, thriving industries, and improved living standards for its more than 26 million residents, representing dozens of ethnic groups. Now, the region has made historic progress in poverty alleviation, education, and healthcare, achievements that have transformed everyday life. It is also emerging as a pioneer in clean energy, generating a significant share of China's wind and solar power, and serving as a crucial bridge for the country's westward opening up and international connectivity. To delve deeper into Xinjiang's development stories over the past 70 years, we're joined from Urumqi, Xinjiang by Xia Lu, Deputy Dean of the School of Marxism Studies at Xinjiang University, and from Beijing by Olivier Guanjean, actor and author of Living in China and President of Le Pont de la Francophone La Chine. Professor Xia, great to have you with us again. Now, this year marks the 70th anniversary of the establishment of the Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region. I want to ask you because you have been posted to Xinjiang not so long ago. Now you're a major scholar there, teaching Marxism and the Chinese path to the audience in Xinjiang as well as our friends from around the world. Tell us the Xinjiang that you know.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wang, for having me here, and thank you for your question. Actually, I have been here for over 6 months, mostly located in Urumqi, the capital city of Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region, and at a university campus, because I'm a teacher at a college. But I still got some opportunities to visit different places in Xinjiang, such as Tulufan in the east, Altai in the north, Yili in the west, and also Hetian in the south. As per the stories and the moment that best symbolizes the huge change, in my opinion, it must be in Hetian. So Hetian or also Hotan as a prefecture place in the southern Xinjiang. In Hetian, we visited 2 places. The first one is Korban Tulum Museum in memory of Uncle Korban. So Uncle Korban was very famous in China. I think every kid knew him and is aware of him. Uncle Korban was born in 1883. He was a very poor peasant and a tenant before 1949, the founding of People's Republic of China. And he got emancipated and benefited from the land reform led by the CPC and People's Republic of China in or after 1949. So he was very kind of thankful. He was very grateful, to the party and the government. So he wanted to go to Beijing. He wanted to go to Beijing personally on foot or even on kind of riding a donkey to say thank you to Chairman Mao, really personally. But he didn't got any kind of opportunity, and there was no highway, there was no expressway, there was no high-speed railway, and even the kind of airport in Hetian. And he didn't know any kind of the Mandarin, but he still wanted to go. So this story touched me a lot. And his story has been told repeatedly to all the kind of visitors and all generations. And like me in elementary school, I learned about his story. So personally, it was the first time I visited the museum. I felt that no matter where they are, no matter where they live, no matter what kind of places they live, and no matter what ethnic groups they belong to, they have a Chinese nationality. And they, thank this party and the government for the good life and for the prosperity of their life. That was the first story and touched me, and also symbolized a huge transformation. Well, nowadays, Hetian, in a county, there is an airport and there is a kind of a direct flight connecting Beijing and Hetian. So we can just take an airplane flight from Beijing directly to Hetian County, and then go to visit the museum of Korban Tulum. The total kind of flight time is less than 4.5 hours. So it was very convenient. And it also brings a lot of opportunity and visitors and other kind of opportunity for the local people. The second story I would like to share is also in Hetian County. We visited a new university, a very, very new, very brand new university, which was just built last year, established last year 2024. It is a brand new college, with a 4-year kind of college, and in the future there will be the postgraduate education. It was established in the desert. All of the places previously they were sand. They told me, the college kind of teacher and the president and also their party secretary shared the story that half a year ago it was still the sand, no tree, no basic infrastructure, no this kind of building, and not even road, not even those kind of very good convenient way. But after 6 months, after half a year, a very very beautiful and modernized, well equipped this kind of campus just got established, and they welcome their new students, their first year student this September. And it was very good kind of story to tell that there is huge transformation, there is huge change happened in Xinjiang and didn't last a lot of time, and which means you can see the change, you can observe the change, and you can feel the change within a very short time. So I think that will be the very good story to very good example to tell the story that Xinjiang is a wonderful place and Xinjiang is a good place full of hope.
Yeah, thank you for sharing all these beautiful stories, Professor Xia. Olivia, good to see you, my friend, and welcome back to CGTN English. Now, you've lived in China for 2 decades, traveled extensively.
I traveled all over China before going to Xinjiang. And I did the same in this huge province. I spent 6 weeks going everywhere, through all the main cities, into the mountains, across the desert, and through the countryside of Xinjiang. At that time, very negative reports about Xinjiang were circulating in newsroom around the world, and the trip turned out to be absolutely fabulous. Fabulous. I discovered a vast province with stunning, diverse landscape, where modern infrastructures blends with ancient architecture. That is exceptional. You feel something very powerful there. It's a fascinating region, full of vivid and living history. You feel the history in Xinjiang, high history. And in the present, you have all your sense in action. Eyes, nose, taste, touch, everything, everything. So, yeah, I'm in love with Xinjiang, I can tell it.
Tell us, Olivier, about this question. What do you think have the Western world got wrong about Xinjiang? What is about Xinjiang that they should know for modern day people and communities that live there?
You know, the disinformation is all over the world, more and more, from all parts. That's life today on Earth. But to talk about this province, I saw this province is undergoing very rapid development, like many others in China. You can really sense the importance of new infrastructures, the arrival of digital tools and new technologies driving economic growth. That's the reality. That's what I saw in Xinjiang. Exchanges with other provinces and neighboring countries are increasing in every field. And in that respect, the high-speed train, by example, is a tremendous advantage. The road network is also being modernized, making it easier to enjoy the province outstanding tourist attraction, which are truly exceptional. There is definitively an incredible future for tourism there. This particularity is not very known. I think that in the future, Xinjiang will be one place very known for tourism with this wild nature and with all the difference of nature. You have a lot of microclimates. It's some journeys in just one. You
Okay.
are visiting this incredible immensity. I was 6 weeks there. I was feeling like if I was traveling in six, seven, 10 different places. You know, what I've seen in Xinjiang is people happy about the development, people wanting respect or the different cultures. And that's the case. I saw many wide farms and solar panels fields too. Since I am a strong advocate of intelligent ecology, I support everything that contributes to protecting the planet and the nature in all its forms. And Xinjiang's different microclimates are very promising if we want to move in that direction.
Professor Xia, China took a lot of heat regarding its Xinjiang policy from the Western academia and the Western media. What do you think is a most fitting historical perspective when it comes to Beijing's ethnic policy vis-a-vis or regarding Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region?
One of the most important achievements made in the last decade, it should be the poverty eradication. Developing countries, they are facing a very, very similar issue. It is the issue resulted in and kind of caused by poverty, particularly extreme poverty. Because poverty is just like a cancer. It can create or it can cause a series of problems that you couldn't handle just from the, superficially handle the problem. So I think the most deeply rooted origin of all this kind of social issue and social instability and social chaos and other kind of inequality, I think would be the poverty. So in my opinion, the poverty alleviation, poverty reduction in Xinjiang has been done very good. I'd like to share a story about Hetian. We visited the Hetian's kind of the consolidation of the sand, consolidation of the desert project. The local leader of a township leader, he was full of energy. Actually, he shared a lot of good story with us. The local peasant, no matter what ethnic group, no matter what kind of, let's say, originally where you come from, they work together to grow a lot of vegetable, to grow a lot of, let's say, even roses, to grow a lot of very good plant, to consolidate the sand. And so the sand and other kind of desert became a very good farmland. Could be, let's say, grow a lot of places. And that is a huge change. And that changed a lot of local peasants' life, structurally.
Professor Xia, upon the 70th anniversary, Beijing issued this white paper regarding its governance on Xinjiang over the past 7 decades. What do you think are the most important findings and arguments out of this white paper?
I think this white paper emphasized the 2 pillars of the huge change of Xinjiang. First one is the social stability, and the other is the long-term kind of peace, and also this long-term management, long-term this kind of peace and stability. So social order are also as the 2 pillars. So based on these 2 pillars, there are different kind of policies, like the economic policy, like the people's livelihood, improvement of people's livelihood, like the protection of the traditional culture, and also this improvement of elementary education and other higher education, and even the innovation and the creation technology. So I think the 2 pillars would still be the social order and the long-term this social order that makes sure this society, this region can develop by itself, can take the right track to the modernization. So in my opinion, the story told in the white paper, the achievement told in the white paper actually just depict the Chinese modernization or Chinese approach to modernization, how is the Chinese modernization realized in Xinjiang and implemented in Xinjiang. So that's the my observation. Get back to the previous point. I think all this kind of achievement should be attributed to the great success of the poverty alleviation. Like in Hetian, we also visited this industrial park, the Tianjin Industrial Park, named after the main aiding region, because Tianjin is responsible for the aiding of the Hetian County. So they established this kind of industrial park. And in that park, we visited the sports gear manufacturer, the ERK, the ERKE, the ERK. So they are making a lot of, let's say, sports gear. So this factory, this manufacturer hired a lot of local younger generation, young people who just graduated from this technological, school or other kind of high school. So they are making huge contribution to the social stability, to the social order, to the prosperity, and even the poverty alleviation. So I think that would also be the success key point to the great success of Governor Xinjiang depicted in the white paper.
Olivier, Professor Xiang, it has been a remarkable 7 decades. Thank you so much for your insights. Now that wraps up this part of our conversation. Coming up, my colleague Wang Naichen will take you to Xinjiang and show you how its story of growth and connection is making a difference. Welcome back. Today, infrastructure is transforming Xinjiang's story. With new highways, high-speed rail, expanded airports, and state-of-the-art logistics hubs, this once remote region is becoming a vital bridge and even a key gateway for the Belt and Road Initiative. It is not just about delivering Xinjiang's sweet fruits, it is also about opening new pathways for trade, growth, and opportunities. My colleague Wang Naichen has more.
Xinjiang is home to some of China's sweetest fruits, apples, pears, and honey melons. But it's also one of the country's most remote regions. Way out in the far west, it's a long way from the economic hubs in the east. Even a direct flight takes 4 to 7 hours. So the question is, how do these fruits make their way out from Xinjiang to the bigger markets? This is a local e-commerce company in Turpan. Every day, nearly 30 tons of local melons are sold to customers nationwide through their live streaming platforms.
When
we first got into e-commerce, we didn't dare to sell fresh fruits. The logistics back then just couldn't guarantee speed or freshness.
That began to change when Xinjiang invested in road construction. When the Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region was established in 1955, Turban had only dirt roads. But by 2024, the total mileage reached 5,717 kilometers. And now almost every town and village is connected by paved roads.
In the past, freight trucks mainly traveled on gravel roads. Thanks to network upgrades, all of our roads are now paved with asphalt. This ensures seamless connectivity from rural areas to major highways.
Beyond local roads, upgrading major highways has become a priority, boosting both capacity and efficiency.
Turban relies heavily on the G30 expressways for transport beyond the city. We are now expanding the Xinjiang Uygur section from 4 to 8 lanes. Once complete, it will greatly speed up agricultural transport.
In
the past, we could only sell dried fruit, and even those took 8 to 10 days to reach beyond Xinjiang. Now, with the development of highways, fresh honey melons and grapes can be delivered in just 3 to 4 days.
But speed alone isn't enough. Freshness is everything. In recent years, the region has greatly improved its cold chain logistics to ensure produce reaches customers at peak quality. Here's how it works. Freshly picked fruits are first pre-cooled in local cold storage facilities. Then they're transported by the refrigerated trucks to warehouses located near major population centers. And when a customer places an order, the produce is shipped from these warehouses straight to them.
We've set up warehouses in Xi'an, Suzhou, and Wuhan. For example, If a customer in Shanghai placed an order, we can ship it directly from our Suzhou warehouse, which is closer. That means fresh grapes from Turpan can be delivered in just one day. The whole process is smooth, fast, and highly efficient.
Thanks to these improvements, the company now sells an average of 1,000 tons of Xinjiang produce each year. In 2024 alone, sales reached 45 million yuan. The boost has also inspired local farmers, many of whom have started live streaming to promote their products.
Some of the live stream hosts are local farmers themselves. Live streaming has changed their lives. Take Uncle Umer as an example. Once an ordinary farmer, he now has over 3 million followers and earns more than 10,000 yuan a month.
I'm a farmer who used to grow agricultural products. At the start, we only filmed some fresh fruits and dry fruits to publish on social platforms. But now we're filming something to introduce our local daily life and traditions in Turpan, such as weddings, for others.
From the off-course to cold storage, into the delivery trucks and onto the highway, every step is moving faster than ever. The roads are ready, the system is in full swing, and the fruit is already on its way to you.
Xinjiang's story is not just about economic growth, it is also about building bridges between people and cultures. From education and healthcare to culture and sports, the region has invested in creating opportunities in its youth and strengthening community bonds. And now, in Yupuhu County, that spirit is on full display as football becomes a new way to connect Xinjiang with its neighbors.
It's an international youth football tournament not held in any big cities but in Yupuhu, a small remote county on the edge of Taklamakan Desert. 12 teams from 7 countries, including China, Russia, and 5 Central Asian countries, have gathered here for a week-long competition.
The stadium is packed with people all on their feet, cheering for great play no matter which team scores.
I come to watch the matches every day. I love playing football too. Watching them makes me want to join in.
For us in Xinjiang, football is in our bones. Seeing a big event like this in our hometown, it makes us proud.
Yupuhu may be remote, but it has a deep football tradition. Football was introduced into school physical education here as early as the 1970s. Today, every class has its own football team, and every school has a football field. The county also boasts the largest sports stadium in southern Xinjiang, with about 17,000 seats.
It's this strong community foundation that gives us the greatest confidence to host the international tournaments. The government attaches great importance to the construction of sports facilities, having carried out comprehensive upgrades to the stadium, as well as improving all the surrounding supporting infrastructure.
For many of these young players, this is also a tournament of firsts. First international competition, first time visiting China, and first chance to meet peers from across the region.
I really liked here, also the organization of this tournament. This competition was so good.
The fans is really polite, respectful for the players from another countries.
It's my first time participating in such a large international tournament. I'm thrilled and hope to perform well on this platform.
Yeah, I've tried to make friends with some people from the Chinese teams. They're very nice people, they're very sociable, and overall nice people over here.
For these young players, this tournament is just the beginning. A first shake hand, a shared dream, and a step toward a more connected future. And for Yupuhu, it's an opportunity to grow, turning its passion for football into something bigger, a hub connecting people, cultures, and futures.
As China's westernmost land port to Kyrgyzstan has become more than just a gateway, it is a lifeline of trade and exchange connecting China and Kyrgyzstan and the wider region. With round-the-clock customs clearance now in place, the port is busier than ever, sending truckloads of made-in-China goods rolling towards Central and West Asia.
Xinjiang lies at the westernmost edge of China, and Kyrgyzstan port sits as its farthest tip. Just over 200 kilometers from Kyrgyzstan's Thousand Osh region, this land port links China with Kyrgyzstan and the broader region, serving as a vital gateway for trade and exchange.
The port boasts exceptional connectivity. Goods cleared through customs can reach Kyrgyzstan's Ally region in just 1 hour. From there, routes extend north to Kazakhstan and south to Tajikistan. Within 4 hours, goods can reach Abidjan in Uzbekistan, the largest regional logistics hubs in Central Asia, with direct rail links to Europe.
This unique geographical advantage laid a solid foundation for the port's growth, but the real change came from improvements on the ground. In recent years, the port has stepped up infrastructure development. Through collaborative efforts between China and Kyrgyzstan, transportation links have been significantly improved, with roads on both sides now widened to 16 meters and reinforced with concrete to prevent landslides, making cross-border travel much smoother.
Our port has been in operation since 1997. Back then, we only handled a few dozen trucks a day. With the advance of the Belt and Road Initiative and upgrades to our infrastructure and facilities, the changes have been tremendous. Today, at peak times, we process more than 1,000 trucks a day.
On June 1st, the Uyghur port launched a pilot 24/7 cargo clearance operation, becoming the second land port in the region after Horgoz and first in southern Xinjiang to operate around the clock.
Our daily clearance volume has increased 4 to 5 times. Since January, Kyrgyzstan port has processed over 200,000 cargo vehicles and more than 220,000 passengers.
The change at Uyghur port mirrors Xinjiang's bigger story of opening up, once a vital stop on the Asian Silk Road, where camel caravans made their way across vast landscapes. Xinjiang is now becoming a regional hub, linking China to Central Asia and beyond, and creating new opportunities for growth and operation.
And that will do it for this edition of The Hub on CGTN. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you again soon.